it's Heidi, your pottery pal, and today I'm going to show you how I decorated this mug. So let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a fast video this week. I'm in the middle of decorating some Halloween pre-ordered mugs, and I just wanted to make a quick video on I'm going to do this transfer for the cat mug. So I've got my transfers already, and I'm going to apply some slip. This slip is super watery, which is not how I like it at all. Nope, but we're gonna make do. And so I'm gonna put it on the cat, and I'm gonna apply it to the background. And I did leave the lid off overnight. I don't know why this is so watery, but it is very watery. It's easier to apply these when the slip is a little thicker. Just gonna put a little more on the cat. I'm gonna spread this out, add a little. When you apply the slip, I like it so I can't see the screen printed image below. So that's what I'm going for. And then I'm just gonna straighten these out just so they dry a little more evenly. You don't have to do this, but I'm doing it because I'm also just going to wrap this around the mug, and it's easier if it's flat. So, all right, we're going to wait for that to dry. Okay, so the slip has dried a little. It doesn't need to dry out completely. You just kind of want it to lose. Well, this is so watery, I just want it, it's not going to lose its sheen completely, but you can just kind of see that, like, if you pick it up, the slip isn't going to run off. I'm going to take my mug. I'm just going to set it on the towel. I'm just going to put my cat right there. Okay. You just take your sponge. And then take your little, just lightly at first, and just apply more pressure. This is my cat, Midnight. Midnight's 13. She's a very sweet cat. She has cancer. So hopefully she lives a little longer, but I'm not sure. All right, so now we're gonna wrap it in the orange grid. So this doesn't have a handle on it. It is gonna be a mug. I'm gonna put the handle here. So when I place this on the wrap, I'm gonna place it so that the two sides come together where I'm going to have the handle. So I just set it, just kind of eyeball it in the middle, and then pick up this end, wrap it around, pick up this other end, wrap it around. Oh, hang on. There we go. Okay. Now we're just going to take our sponge, and I just lightly compress it. This is a damp sponge. I'm just going to, like, I squeeze all the water out of it. It's okay if it wrinkles. Okay, now we're gonna take our rid, and then we just gently compress. And just go around it and gently compress. And if you've watched any of these videos, you know you can ask a question in the comments. I don't know if I'm gonna have a video next week. Pretty busy week next week. I think I've told you all that I'm building a new home studio, and I'm gonna have my first show there next weekend. Studio is not done, so I'm gonna have to temporarily, my assistant, also known as my brother, Bobby to me, he said hi. We have to move pots We also have all these Halloween pre-order mugs going out. We have a wholesale, we got a lot going on. So I'm not sure I'll have a video out next week, but I'll try. Okay, so then I just go around again to the seam lightly. The paper's starting to lose. It's starting to change color, which means the paper is starting to dry out. So I'm just gonna lightly take this sponge and add a little water, not a lot, just a little, right? There's no, like, if you squeeze this sponge, you're not getting any water out. We're gonna take our rib and we're gonna compress with more pressure. This is where we really get those air bubbles out. Some people have, now let's see, I've seen some people do this. They put the mug on a terracotta pot. I've seen people, you can buy like a 3D printed contraption that expands to the interior of your mug, so it kind of holds it in place. You can do that. I just hold it. And I'm really trying to apply pressure on both ends because that, for some reason, that's where I think the transfer will dry. It dries out faster there and won't transfer as well. All right, so let's start to see if it's, yep, see? It is transferring. Oh, it looks good. So just nice and gentle. The underglaze for this one is Speedball. Now this, remember, it's not pulling away. The cat's under there. You see its whiskers. Just gently, should be. Yep, and see that seam? That's where I'll put the handle. And then let's take our little cat off. Oh, just push it back down if it pulls up more than you want it. There's the kitty. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit up and then I'll show you how I put the handle on. Okay, so I let the mug sit up for a bit. I found that if you let the transfer sit for a little bit before you use the pony roller, it compresses it better. If it's too wet, it just kind of peels it up more. So let's go over this, our pony roller. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Hey, see how I'm just using my hand, my finger? You can do that too. I just go around the rim. And right here, I just want to press a little more. Okay. All right there too. Okay, and the reason you do that is so it doesn't flake off. Some of it might still flake off, but it doesn't usually. And so now we have the cat, And I'm just going to show you quickly how I attach that handle after the transfer. And I have handles already made. They're already slip cast, so I just grab them off a board. And I'm just going to put it like this. So this is just casting slip that's a little thick in this little tub. Just dip the ends. Maybe. Okay. It's going to be upside down because I am not good enough to do this backwards. Or upside down. It's going to be upside down for you because I'm not talented enough to put the handle on upside down. Turn it around in a second. Okay. Okay. So we need to compress. Don't shift it. Go back around and compress. Yes, with casting slip, you don't have to score. Just attaches. And so I'm just wiggling. I'm just applying pressure and wiggling back and forth. That's all you have to do. Some of the slip might squeeze out. I just clean it up after it sets up a bit. You can just kind of scrape it off if it gets out of control. And I just lightly wet my fingers to clean up the handle to remove that seam from the mold. There you go. And the crazy thing is, look how much it shrinks. So this is how it'll be finished. I'll paint the handle orange and then just dip it in clear. So yeah, there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. Pottery's better with a pal. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, and share with a friend. See you next week. Bye.